Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Mikey will do it. He likes it. Hey, it's Mikey. Mike Tyson is about to fight Jake Paul. And we need to put some things into perspective here. Excuse me, when it comes to Mike Tyson. Let me see if I can pull this up to show y'all, man. Because this is... We got to catch ourselves, man. Because everyone out here is talking... I think Mike Tyson should beat Jake Paul. But let's hold on now. Because this shit can be very ugly. You got to understand, Mike Tyson is still 57 years old. Now, where is that damn... I got something I want to show you. To really understand, Mike Tyson, this isn't Mike Tyson that was out here fighting Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis, that was out here knocking out all these guys. You know what I'm saying? Even out here losing to, elite competition. This isn't the same Mike Tyson. And people out here taking it to the stupid, just thinking that Mike Tyson's going to get in here and obliterate Jake Paul. Now, I personally think that is what should happen. But my thing is, what if it doesn't happen? Okay? What if that's not what happens? What if Mike Tyson gets out here and Jake Paul, whether you like him or not, he's extremely strong. He hits hard. He's a big boy. He's young. And he's hungry. And we know when he gets in there, he tries to handicap these fighters by somehow giving himself an advantage, whether it's age, whether it's being a more experienced boxer. I'm not saying, this man is Terrence Crawford, but when he's fighting MMA fighters, obviously he has more experience. But where is that damn thing? I want to show you. But the bottom line is, Mike Tyson should be good for a good 6 rounds, 8 rounds. But at what pace? You know what I'm saying? At what pace? And what if Jake Paul ends up getting in there and hitting Mike Tyson with something? That's all I'm saying. Then what do we say now? Because my main concern for Mike Tyson is his legacy. I'm concerned about his legacy. I mean, all Jake Paul has to do is just get a win over Mike Tyson. I'm not saying knock him out and all that. Jake Paul just needs a win. That's it. What if Jake Paul knocks him out? Then what? I just don't think this is something Mike Tyson... I hate to say this. I just don't think he should be doing that, man. You know what I mean? 30. He's 30 years older than this guy. Ridiculous, man. 50-6 in boxing matches. July 20th at AT&T Stadium. They're going to fight. And I can tell you this right now. Jake Paul is just out here. He's making money. And it's a business, and Jake Paul has found his niche. This is going to be a live global sporting event. A lot of people are going to tune in. You know why? Because Mike Tyson. When Mike Tyson fought Roy Jones, they did crazy pay-per-view numbers, over 1 million. Jake Paul's fighting Mike Tyson, and it's under MVP Promotions. So you know what this means? All the money comes in to Jake Paul. Of course, Mike Tyson, I'm sure the contract's written away till they both benefit. But there's going to be more money on the table than normally is for fighters because Jake Paul is a promoter. He's cutting out all the middlemen and all that bullshit. And they're working directly with Netflix. And you got to understand, Netflix has done a lot for NASCAR. Netflix has done a lot when it comes to good business with high-profile events. And when you look at Mike Tyson, I think several of his documentaries and on him and his life was done through Netflix as well. So it's a no-brainer on why they chose to go this Netflix route. But for me, I just happen to agree with some of the people out there when they're like, this is just something that shouldn't happen. But for Mike Tyson, man, he signed a contract. Obviously, Mike Tyson feels that there's something that, he sees in Jake Paul. He may see it as a money grab. I'm sure the money was just too good for him to turn down. But we don't know all the specifics around this yet. Is it going to be an official boxing match? Is it going to be headgear? 16-ounce gloves? We don't know. But I'll tell you what, I'm not mad at Mike Tyson. I just feel, I feel like this. A lot of people don't like Jake Paul. And a lot of people love Mike Tyson. If Jake Paul hurts Mike Tyson, Jake Paul may not be able to walk these streets anymore. He may not be able to go anywhere anymore. He can't even go in boxing gyms looking to get good sparring. Someone's going to hurt Jake Paul. Because this shit's getting out of control, in my opinion. But Mike Tyson's a big boy. Brownsville, never ran, never will, all that shit, right? We know what Mike Tyson was. He's still very intimidating, but he's 57. Okay? And we'll see how it goes. We'll see what the specifics are. What kind of fight is it going to be? We just have to wait and see how all that plays out. But for me, I'm going to watch it, of course, but I just don't know what a 57-year-old Mike Tyson can do. People are like, well, that's Mike Tyson, Iron Mike. Look, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Head movement, the uppercut and shit, the step aside angles. I get it. I know we all know who Mike Tyson was. Key word. We don't know what he is no more. Now, what I will say is a couple years ago when he and Roy Jones did that exhibition, Mike Tyson held back. He wasn't trying to hit him in the head. He wasn't really throwing with a lot of power. He just was there to do the exhibition and get Roy Jones to the finish line. That's all it was. Because if Mike Tyson would have unleashed on Roy Jones, it would have knocked Roy Jones' ass out. But that's why I'm interested to see what's going to be the specifics surrounding this fight. But I just can't see Mike Tyson getting sanctioned for a no-kidding boxing match at age 57. Even though he's in shape, he looks good. The man smokes weed all day. He looks good, but really, how good is Mike Tyson when it comes to his shape and his condition? Sure, he can cut it out. I doubt he will. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of unknowns. And that's where it comes back to Jake Paul and this shit that he's doing. It's brilliant if you're doing it as an exhibition. It's brilliant when it comes to business and to make money. But my man, if you're really trying to become, you want people to take you serious as a boxer, talking about you want to become a champion. I'm going to tell you this, and I mean this with all sincerity. I think Jake Paul can become a champion with the right fights. Now, when I say champion, they got these intercontinental belts. They got these interim belts. They got this fucking weird-ass Pearl title. They got the Commonwealth. They got all kind of weird-ass titles. Jake Paul can pick one up with the right matchmaking and a little help from the secret society. But he can. But as far as Jake Paul beating Canelo, Jake Paul beating David Benavidez, Jake Paul fighting Artur Beterbiev, if Jake Paul had that kind of confidence, he would be going at guys who can really get busy. He knows what he's doing. His team knows what they're doing. They're very careful with who they select. This shit about Mike Tyson, I don't know what happened. I don't know how this came about. But I think this is another one of those, hey, let me go and knock out the baddest man on the planet to try to grow my profile. But I just don't think it's going to be that easy. Even Mike Tyson at 57 years old, I just don't think it's that easy for excuse me, for anyone to knock out. I just don't think it's going to be that easy. But that being said, Mikey will do it, and we know he'll do it. And you better believe that money had to be something that he couldn't walk away from. But if Evander Holyfield would have had that opportunity, he would have taken it. If David Haye had the opportunity, he would have taken it. If Lennox Lewis would have had the opportunity, he would have taken it. Trust me, all these guys who are out here, Riddick Bowe, even though he can barely talk, all these guys who have retired and are up in their 50s, 60s, if they had the opportunity to fight Jake Paul, they would do it. Chris Eubanks Sr., he would do it. All those guys would do it. And I would want to say that they should win. But if Jake Paul somehow gets in there and hurts and knocks out Mike Tyson, I just think there's too many people who love him and that are tired of Jake Paul's bullshit. I just think someone's going to run up on Jake Paul. He better have beefed up security. I just think he's going to catch up with him because what Jake Paul's doing is, look, it's business. Guys agree to get in the ring with him. Everybody wants the Jake Paul payday, right? But what Jake Paul's doing is very strategic, and I mean, it's just. But hey, man, it's people get in the ring with him. It's their fault. They're chasing the money. I just think Jake Paul's gonna find himself somewhere with someone who just tired of his shit and really a Mike Tyson fanatic, and Jake Paul gonna find himself being very uncomfortable going places because I just think someone gonna run up on him. Jake Paul and Bill Haney, I think. Before this year is out, some shit's gonna happen to one of them guys, man, where they get hit, something thrown at them, whether it's a drink, whether it's a brick, something crazy is gonna happen to them where they're gonna say, "Oh shit, maybe I need to become a bit more reclusive and just, become invisible because this shit ain't fun no more." Because the people are really getting tired of that bullshit. So to me, Jake Paul, if you want to be taken serious, my man, fight boxers. Jake Paul's obviously getting better, but keep moving up the ladder. But who knows? Maybe he needs this money grab. You know what I'm saying? We just don't know. But that being said, man, y'all keep cool. But the bottom line is, hey, Mikey. Mikey will do it just like the boy in the cereal box. And let's see how it plays out. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.